Please do not send multiple requests, the same request over and over again.
I know there's some question as well. Hang
Okay.
on.
Oh, interesting. So it seems people maybe ping you only and not everyone to see the questions.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. So,
That's
okay,
fine. It's good that you intervened.
oh, Nala, I think it's the same one as what Adam says. The changing of the name, like adding a date and time, and are the CCJs received prior to Web Center still valid? What do you mean by that? Oh,
Yeah, so whatever is in the repo
yeah,
server stays in the repo server. So this
yeah.
is not going away. The repo server stays as it is. So if you've placed an order 3 months ago, the CCJ is still in the repo server. And in that case, that would fall into the repeat order, if you have, again, an order for that same artwork.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see any other questions?
Nope. Yeah. So just for the clarification as well, in terms of the notification, right? Um, only when you submit via the Excel, you will get a validation notification, right?
So no, you get it also. You
On
also get it
the
from the form.
okay, yeah, very clear. Okay,
Yeah, the notification after data validation anyway comes, whether it's through the Excel file or through the form.
got it. Okay.
Okay, so what I was saying before this question is that, yeah, it's important that you do not send the same requests over and over and over. There's a lead time of, 48 hours, so 2 days. So please, wait for these 2 days before escalating or sending a reminder. Yeah, so I just mentioned it's 2 days still to deliver the CCJ. We strongly recommend, and actually we want you to reuse the same CCJs for repeat orders and also for artwork of the same family. Except obviously if the data linked to those CCJ is wrong, then you would need to make a new request. And as we briefly talked before, whoever from you is already a Web Center user because of the ADP, then you will actually be able to find under My Work page the link to your ADP task so that you don't have to always rely on the notifications.
So, with regards to the the validation part of it, right? So, if let's say, it was rejected, so that means that in that case they will need to resubmit again, right? For that scenario.
Rejected in which sense?
That means like, can you go back to the slide on where the notification comes up?
This one?
No, not this one. Yeah, this one here. So when the request is not valid, no. This one here. So when they receive this one, right? So that means they will need to resubmit again, right? Because it's been rejected. Certain
Yes.
fields are missing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Thank you.
normally, there's the pre-validation in the Excel file, right?
Yeah.
So I would tend to say for whatever is missing, that should not be happening because the system would prompt you, hey, you forgot to fill in this mandatory field.
Oh yes, that's right.
So in essence, I would say, and unfortunately, we do not really have, examples. Maybe we could ask for, more tangible example of, what would be typically the list of errors here that could happen, because with the validation step within the file, it's already preventing wrong requests to be sent out.
Got it.
Okay, one quick scenario, and normally this scenario should no longer be happening because it's part of a process that we finished and closed some time ago. But through legacy and old artwork, we might still have this case happening. It's when we have two artworks on one single, IPMS. So, for instance, the front and the back label of the same product into one single file, IPMS. So since this is out of process for about 6 months now, we do only expect this scenario to happen as a repeat order. And as previously mentioned, if it's a repeat order, you can then take the CCJ that are already present and available in the repo server. You don't need to place a new CCJ request for that. Only if the metadata was wrong in the original CCJ, then you would need to place a new request, and you would need to actually use the Excel file to do it with only one single line. And then when this is being sent out, the PQP team will actually review your requests through the IPMS, and looking at the artwork, they will realize it's a front and back together, and they will then split them into two separate jobs in the repo. But again, this scenario should hardly happen anymore because it's something that is out of process now, and that we no longer allow at PNG to have two pieces of artwork under the same IPMS number. Because you will be receiving a lot of different email notifications from the new system, we recommend you to set up rules in your respective email system, whether it's Outlook or another system. Here you have the two different addresses that you could set up for those rules. Also, the system does not allow for any testing. So the solution that we're using as of after tomorrow, July 1st, is for real production only. This is not meant to be used for testing something out. If you need, for a reason or another, to test something, please let us know. But do not proceed with, dummy CCJ requests in Web Center, because this would just create, confusion. Okay? Any question on this?
Hi, Noel. There's a caller here under Vicentine. I don't know from which region. He have requested to be removed from this training session, because he's apparently not the right person for for this training. But I'm asking him then who would be the right person, because he said to remove himself from this email because versus I think the name is
you can send it to me afterwards separately.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and then we try to be as clear as possible from the start that this was for CCJ requester, but probably this piece of information got a bit lost along all the different communications that were sent out. Sorry for this.
I know some roles have been changed and all that, and I'm not sure whether the data that we have is updated or not. So it's okay. Let's reconnect on that one. I'll let you know who is it.
Okay, thank you, Alvin. So now, if you need any help along the way, we differentiate the type of of request and support that you need, and you might have to go to different contacts. So if you have any problem, technical challenges with Web Center or the repo server, so if you cannot log in, if things look funny, if a button you cannot click on it, nothing happens in the system, you will have a specific form to fill in, and that will go out to the end-to-end artwork support team. If you have question about the process, you don't remember how to do something, can we actually add more functionalities? If you have some suggestions, then it will be a different form to fill in, but it will also go out to the end-to-end artwork support team. PQP-IM should from now on only be contacted if you have Scholar Mastery, specific questions